group data. So using the Excel application when finding the median, you just have to enter all your data. And then the second step is to use the Excel's built-in median function, which is the equal sign, and then you select median, and then you select all the datas, then press enter, and then the median will appear. So using the same data set, we are going to find the median using Excel application. First, you always have to enter the equal sign and then type in median, and then the function is going to show up. You select that and then select all the data, then you press enter. So the median is 62.
This is SPSS application for group data for computing the median. Step 1, open SPSS, create a new data file or open a existing file. Step 2, input the data. In the data view tab, create a new column labeled scores or any variable name relevant to your dataset. Enter the raw data, rate the value into this column. Next slide is to calculate the mean in step 3. Click on the Analyze menu in the top toolbar. Select descriptive statistics, press frequencies. In the frequencies dialog box, move your variables, for example scores, from the left panel to the variable box using the arrow button. Click on the statistic button, check the box for the median under the central tendency, then click continue. In the frequency dialog box, you can uncheck the box labeled display frequency tables if you don't need a full frequency table. Then press OK. Then the system will apply and execute, and the result will come out. This is the SPSS application group data for computing the mode. Step 1. Open SPSS, create a new data file, or open an existing one. Step 2. Input data file. In the data view, create a new variable for scores and enter your raw data values into the column. Next slide. Step 3 is calculate the mode. Navigate to the Analyze menu. Select the scripted statistic and press frequencies. In a window that opens, select the variable, for example the scores, from the left hand side. Move it to the variables box using the arrow button. Click on the statistic button, check the box for mode under the central tendency, then click continue. Click OK to generate the output. Our last slide is the step 4 and step 5. Step 4, view results. The SPSS output viewer will display a table labeled frequencies. Look under the mode column to find the most frequently occurring value in your dataset. Step 5, interpret the result. The mode represents the value that appears most frequently in the dataset. If there is no repeated values, the SPSS will indicate that no mode exists, or provide multiple modes if the data is bimodal or multimodal. Hi, good evening. This is SPSS 101 from Jose Rizal University. This is the mean, median, and mode for group data. First of all, we name our data set, which is the lower class limit, upper class limit, frequencies, and median. We will also change the decimals into 0, 0, 0, and 2. The labels can be classified as the data's name, which is the lower class limit, upper class limit, and frequencies, and median. Our next step is going to the data view. Our data view consists of lower class limit, upper class limit, frequencies, and median. In our lower class limit, there is 90. In upper class limit, there is 100. In lower class limit, there is also 79, 68, 57, 46, and 35. In the upper class limit, we have 89, 78, 67, 56, and 45. For the frequencies, we have 3, 4, 8, 9, 11, and 5. Please remember that this data came from the photo in the early stage of this video. So how we can get the median? We can get the median by the compute variable. Therefore, target variable is median, and the numeric expression for this formula is lower class limit plus upper class limit divided by 2. Then check if this is correct. Then press OK. Change existing variable. OK. Then the dataset activate and executing the compute median. Then we will get the median 95, 84, 73, 62, 51, and 40. Our next step is analyze descriptive statistic frequencies. Our variable is median, and in the central tendency uh, in this box we have mean, median, and mode. Therefore, the system will execute. Our frequencies is for mean is 67.5, median is 67.5 as well, and mode is 40. So that's it.
So, hello everyone. I am Christian James Arojo, and today I am to execute the steps on how to get the mean, median, and mode of the ungrouped data using SPSS. First, we are to input the raw data along with its frequency, lower cumulative frequency, and greater cumulative frequency. So as you can see, I have already done that, or this video would be too long if we include that as well. So, to explain, the raw score here, which is labeled as X, is the numbers that would appear in the data you are to analyze. So, this shouldn't be repeated because you can see how often are they to be repeated here in frequencies. So here in frequencies, this is how often these raw scores or raw numbers are to appear in the data you have provided. So next is the lower cumulative frequency. So to get the lower cumulative frequency, you have to add the frequency from the top. So you can see here, 1 plus 1 was a 2. Then you add the next one to 3. All the way to bottom, that would equivalent to the initial number, the raw scores or the numbers that is included in your data. So in my case, the data and the numbers equivalents to 40. For the GCF or the greater cumulative frequency is the same, but you start at the bottom. So here, 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to the top, also equivalents to 40. So now, if you're wondering why is there a blank row with a label, which is MD. So this, we will compute this here in SPSS. So this would be the median of the raw scores or the raw numbers and the frequency. So to get this, full row, we are to locate transform here in the taskbar. Here. And we are provided with choices. But we are to compute the variables only. So we click that. And a tab will appear. So here we will execute the computation to get the full row of the median. So our target variable, of course, is the MD. Next, to get the MD, we are to compute the raw scores, adding that with the frequencies or their frequencies, and we divide them to 2. So before you proceed, you gotta check if it's correct. So x plus f divided by 2 is correct. The target variable is MD. It's also correct. So if you've already checked it, you gotta head into this button, which is okay. Okay, and a tab will appear where all your log is located, or all the command that you have executed appears here. So here. Next, now that we have all the median of the X and F, or the raw scores and the frequencies, we are to locate, analyze, to compute for our mean, median, and mode. So, there you find analyze in the taskbar. You are to go here in the descriptive statistics. You are given choices again here, and you click frequencies. So another tab appears. So when that tab appears, you are provided with all the rows that you have in your data. Now, all we need is our MD. So you gotta select the MD and you put it in the variable or variables. So before we proceed, you are to check or check out boxes that contains the data we need. So here we are provided again with another tab. Here we see a lot of choices, but in our case, we just need the mean, the median, and the mode. So if you've already checked it, you will proceed to continue. Check again the variable if it's right, and you click OK. So we are presented with another tab that contains the results, or as well the command we executed in our SPSS. So to check or to see the results, here is our statistics, and here's the data we need to get. So for our mean, we have 65.67. For our median, we have 65.50. For our mode, we have 35.50. We are also presented with the frequency. That's how we get, or how we compute for the ungrouped datas, mean, median, and mode using SPSS. That's all. Thank you.
That's all for our presentation for today. Again, I am Naomi Santos and I am from Group 5. And here are the members. We have Shania Lopez, John Nathan Naira, Abigail Rivares, Christian James Rojo, and Edward Ilana. Thank you for listening.